Hello. Yep, the mic works. Mic works. See here. Oh, it's 9:10 because I'm going to get this out the way. Let me see if I can put it like a share. Nope, an invite. I know. Copy clipboard. Put that in register. No. Okay. Well, I'm going to start. And I'm going to say this whether people come in, leave out, or don't stay long, or just came in on a fluke. Thank you for coming. When you see my videos, like, share, and subscribe. I normally just get on here and rant on a few things. Some things, you know, part of my therapeutic ways is to get away from or not have a lot of negative energy in me. So I bring it out as I speak just to get things cleared. And I personally have been to several channels and I learned a lot from these several channels. Certain things I used to believe in, I no longer believe in anymore. And that's one of them is I got 10 of them. Stuff I used to believe that I no longer believe anymore. The first thing is welfare took the black man out of the house. In the beginning, when I believed that welfare took black men out of the house, black women were blaming the government and there's trick tactics into splitting up the families. Because I said that a long time ago. I said the government was splitting up the families. But then I learned while we were blaming the government, black men were blaming the women. And I was wondering why black men always blaming the woman for everything. Like, for real. Like, I'm always being accused of some stuff I didn't do, and I'm not even in a relationship with these dudes. But they all come together as this weaponry to point the finger at the black woman, who happens to be the mother of the children. I think, and I come up with my reasons why they do this. There's a few reasons, but I want the main reasons why. But I learned that indeed this is false information. Hold on. Sorry about that. Um, and I learned that instead of welfare taking the black man out of the house. How about we be real and say the black man left, never came back? This woman struggling. Next door neighbors said, why don't you apply for the welfare? Because she got tired of that black woman asking to help feed them kids. Or she got tired of seeing the kids looking so broken poor and not see the husband in the house. I thought about good times and I seen what's happening. There's something in common with the two. Okay. When Florida was with her husband, James Evans, and they were struggling, did she go for the welfare and apply for the welfare? No, she did not. She believed in James. She loved her James and her kids, and she was a stay-at-home mom. And James wanted to do all he can to make sure he takes care of the family. And she was too proud to take the welfare. Now, when James was gone, meaning he died, he was cast off. She struggled still to go get on that welfare. And her best friend Rolona said, Florida, ain't nothing wrong with that welfare. You need it because James not here anymore. She didn't go and apply for welfare and then James left. No, James got tired of struggling and he loved his family. And he's supposed to have left to go get a better paying job and send money and do something better with their lives to get them out the ghetto. But instead, he didn't make it. Right? What's happening? Mabel refused to take the welfare, no matter what. And the and you see, Roger and Dee's father bounced on them. Bounced right after giving birth to Dee. He bounced. She never knew who her father was. And let me tell you one thing that's also a myth. Because I'm going to go back to reference of them because I've studied them a lot and I really realized how messed up we really are carrying this phony thing about welfare taking a black man out of the house. Here you got one mom who has 3 kids that she has to raise by herself because father is gone. He's gone and he's never coming back for good because the good Lord took him away, right? And it took her a while to apply for welfare and food stamps. And when she finally did get on the welfare, she was getting treated poorly. And she said, forget this mess. I don't want to be on this welfare no more. And she had applied and became a bus driver for the school bus. I will never forget that. Now, this is what's going on. What is going on with you? It's still on. Okay, was it still on? He just want my attention, but I'm gonna say something over here. So my thing is, welfare did not take the man out the house. The man either died, or he bounced. 9 times out of 10, our brothers they bounce on us. They do. I didn't go and apply for welfare on my daughter's father. I had to leave my situation, otherwise I probably was gonna die. And I had to leave my own place. And I didn't want to get on welfare. And I decided to go right on ahead and be a single mom because it was just too late for me to just try to work something out with someone who's being a narcissist. Yes, I said it. Our first baby father was a narcissist and he scared me out of a relationships. I was not one of those types of women, black woman, that bounce from dude to dude to dude. The women in my circle were not doing that either. However, we've seen a couple of non-black women who was bouncing from dudes to dudes to dudes, had two or three kids by two or three different men, but they were not black women. And they were in our neighborhoods trying to be the new black woman. Um, three black baby daddies, but you're white. I've seen that. I grew up around that. Um, and we couldn't do nothing to the white girl. We couldn't ask her where she from, why she here, none of that stuff. It's never been in our minds to do so. But I can tell how protective brothers were over their white girlfriends. I know this girl don't know who I am until I mention her name. It was a white chick, one of them. Her name was Chrissy. I know. I remember her daughter name, but I'm not going to talk about her daughter. I know her daughter's a grown woman now, but I remember Chrissy. I remember Joanne. It's a white woman named Joanne. Another one. She had like three, and fat as I don't know what, 3 or 4 kids by 3 or 4 different baby daddies, different neighborhood, but they was in our neighborhood in the project, right? I feel like since they had black men in them and got them white biracial babies, that they could just live up in the hood and just be down because they got some mixed with black babies. So, and they were at the welfare's office. I mean, Pops was making sure that they go and apply, and that's what I don't understand. I will never forget that. These dudes was making sure she apply and get on that welfare. She didn't get in the she didn't file for child support. She just filed for welfare so they can all flip the money together. You see, but nobody want to talk about that. And he stayed in the house. They knew how to get up and leave. Social workers supposed to come in a check. You just had to pretend like he was never there. But they was getting that money. She was getting her wig and everything. I remember San Francisco, California. I remember that was not how sisters rolled over here. And I felt like, you know, this is some unfair practices I'm hearing some of our intelligent sisters start talking about. I don't know if you're speaking just to have some love and closeness to the black man, but that needs to stop. They may be angry, but it's gonna be that real one. See what happens is when you start speaking that real truth to start unfolding and saying, listen, um, welfare really did not take the black men out the house. We just have to say that because we want to be right. We want to be down with our brothers. We gotta be race loyal. We gotta stick together. We got to stick together because the government. Black men are saying, man, welfare took the black men out the house, man. Overreacting and stuff, knowing goddamn well he ain't never wanted to be with us. Knowing damn well he didn't want to be with us. Treating us all toe up and stuff. We didn't have a choice. I didn't want to get on welfare. I was too proud. I was too proud when I had my daughter. I didn't get on welfare until my daughter turned 6. I didn't get on welfare until my daughter turned 6. It was just too much for me trying to keep a job, and all of a sudden they didn't want me to have a job. Every job I went for before I even had my daughter, I didn't even had a lot of jobs. I had You can count on your hands how many jobs I had before I had a child. But when I got into that relationship, man, Cynthia G was right. She called it, and she wasn't even in my life. Every job I got, I had to deal with the jealousy of my daughter's father. I lost jobs after jobs after jobs coming to work with black eyes and things. What was he doing? Getting at other women, simping for panties, getting on the phone, trying to smack other women, and I had to come home and bring him my paycheck. Really, this is what I had to go through. But you know what? I heard worse stories coming from sisters, and I feel like from other women, we're being ignored by you, honey. To the intelligent black women that speak up and represent the brothers and point the finger at the sisters, you're not listening to us at all. I don't think you're listening. I don't even think you care. You just want to be all right with the black man and you want to help equal the playing field of the sisters. It's not going to work. This is where we separate and part ways because I feel like when I can try to say something without putting me in it about what's happening to the sisters, is always finger pointing at the black woman. In one hand, we get it the worst. We're the most unprotected. We're considered the most undesirable. You have one baby, you're just spoiled. You're just not manageable to be married or whatever. You're not to be chosen or something. You have a child and you are fatherless. The child is fatherless, excuse me. And you always hear this thing called, well, you need to choose better. And I say, you cannot choose better. Well, choose what better? You're not going to know who that man is. I don't care if he's a doctor or a lawyer. You're not going to know who he really is and if where's his narcissistic side until it's too damn late. He could be the goodest man or the best man. No such word as the goodest, but I just said it just to be saying it. I guess Ebonics. But no such thing as choose better. Who's the better man? He needs to prove that within himself to other men. He needs to prove that within himself to other men that he's the better man for the woman to have a wife. As we heard a lot of our brothers say. Oh, he heard himself. Hold on. My son is pretty rough. That little boy is something else. He all right though. He's cool now. Um, but I just feel like, man, welfare didn't take the man out the house. Now I've seen the documentaries that proved that welfare did not take the black man out the house. It was the saddest damn documentary I have ever seen. This documentary was filmed in the 70s. Now, if you look at my channel, you say, well, man, here she go with this black man problem again. I'm not. I need you to go watch that video. You know what you should do? Some of you guys, I'm talking about the ones, who just seen the video and said, well, now who's this documentary you talking about? The documentary kills all of the talking points it does about black welfare took the black man out the home. It did not separate the family. The man was already separated from the family before she decided to go get on welfare. And that's the truth. And it makes a lot of sense because my son's father did the same thing. bounce to go be with somebody else. And let me tell you something, it's never a good thing to sit there and just link lead a woman on, impregnate her, and then bounce to go be with another woman, and she's not supposed to be bitter or mad, and she can't see. No, I wouldn't let you see my kids either. Some of you sisters need to watch. I don't know what side you're on. I don't know why you ignore the signs, but you have to be prepared in all aspects. Yes, you want to understand, you want a good man, and he has to be the black one. And I think it should be, but he has to be prepared to be the man for the woman. He has to love black women. He has to love himself and black women. Nowadays, these men over here making excuses. They don't love our sisters. They don't love us. And it leaves you no choice. I'm not going to the plantation. If it's up to me, I'll just be by myself and raise my kids because I think it's safer. And I hear the same old rhetoric, oh, you got to be married. No, no, it's a waste of money, a waste of time. Then you're going to be wasting court fees because she's going to get tired, or you're going to try to think this woman is dumb. Even the ones who get married to a black man, after a while, she's going to get tired. She's going to try so hard to please this man. And he's going to take advantage of that whole situation because that's what most of them do. If you look at the statistics, even as relatives, I have women relatives who are alive to this day. Some of their husbands finally died, some of them died years ago. And I'm going to tell you something, they didn't decide to get married again. Many of them decided they wouldn't marry no more. Honey, they was done. And that's been ignored. The I'm done part is being ignored because it's been replaced with the word I don't need a man, right? So that's the first thing. Black welfare did not take the black man out the house. That's a myth. But if you're trying to be race loyal and stick by the man, keep up with them lies. But at the end, you're gonna find out the hard way that that's not the case. When he bounce and leave, and if he does bounce and leave, and then make you feel like you're the bad woman and you're the troublemaker, and he's gonna pick all these little dumb little reasons why he had to leave you to go be with another broad. He's just being a simp. Don't make a big issue of it. He's just being a simp. He's going to go woo another woman who he feel like is better looking than you. She's prettier than you. She got a bang body than you. She got more money than you. Yeah, that's a simp. There ain't no pimp. He's just a simp. Okay. And you just gotta take that with a grain of salt and just say, hey, don't bring what you got from her back over here. I'm done with this relationship. Now, if you want to be in our baby's life, we can do that. Let's co-parent. If he's getting to act a damn fool and act like he doesn't really, well, you ain't got no business having no man around my daughter or around my son attitude, then restraining order because he's gonna try some things. Up to the sisters because most sisters are not listening to you, but I am. I know I survived. I am. This ain't bashing black men. I know a bunch of brothers that got my back on this. I got a cousin right now. As soon as he found out, the first thing he told me is, "Don't you be no fool. You put that nigga on child support." I said, "Yep." He said, "Good job. Good job." Fuck him. I got my cousin. My son got plenty of men that's gonna be there for me. It don't necessarily have to be no damn father. There's real men in my family. I got real men in my family. That's so cool that my son's father wouldn't dare think about want to come back and be in his life. You can't just pop in and then pop out. And I agree with Lips and Froze. Lips and Froze said, you ain't gonna be putting no baby up me and then bounce and leave and then think you can just pop in whenever you want to. It ain't even about my kids. It's a package deal. You know, I didn't have a baby. We have a baby. But now you can play that role if you want to though. And act like I did something just for you to just leave and bounce and you put the baby on me tactics, which it ain't true. You put a baby in her. and you bounced, guess what? She has every right to put you on child support. So I don't agree with that woman. I get what she's trying to portray on um the video when it comes to child support, which this is myth number two. Taking your baby father off child support, it depends to me. If him and you decided your relationship was toxic, ongoing toxic, and just out of nowhere a baby was on the way, and y'all been together for 2 3 years, but it's kept just being so freaking toxic, and he's a good guy, you're a good lady, but y'all just don't mesh, you just don't work out, and you guys are okay with breaking up, then I can see that this man is going to provide. He works, he ain't no damn dusty. He's going to work. He's working. He's been working. Things has been going on. It's just y'all just have two different personalities that didn't work out. Shit, say like you a Scorpio and he a Capricorn. Capricorn Scorpios don't get along or something like that. I don't know about signs, but you know what I'm saying, that may just never work because y'all personalities is too different. You know, y'all belief system is too different. It just wasn't working. Now it wasn't the fact that he was being an ass hole, or you was being an asshole, or he was cheating. Maybe he never was gonna cheat. You know what I'm saying? You never was gonna cheat, but it's just y'all personalities just kept clashing and they kept being toxic. And in the middle of that, y'all just kept having them arguments. He keep walking out. He's sick of all this. You having your mood swings. He got his mood swings, and it just wasn't working out. You got a baby on the way. He cared a lot about that baby coming. He ain't got nothing against you, but he know, and y'all getting back together ain't finna work. I know for a fact he gonna step up and pay that child support. I know for a fact he'll stand up and do a lot for that baby because he had no motive behind the situation. He ain't pointing no damn fingers. They just couldn't get along. I know one couple like that. Well, they're not even couples anymore, but they best friends. They best friends, and they got a beautiful little girl out of it. But I learned from them. They just wasn't working out. She even said it. She didn't even care who he with, but he was smart enough and more respectful to not even bring his daughter around other women. He's a bachelor. He wasn't bringing his daughter around other women. He just his time with his daughter is his time with his daughter, and he don't want no other women around his daughter. You know what I'm saying? His time with the lady he talking to is his time with the lady when he go talking to, but he ain't throwing his kid to no new face and no woman, which I commend that brother. So Brandon, if you hear this, Brandon Jefferson, you hear this, salute to you, brother. You a real class act brother. You're a real class act guy, and I'm grateful for a man like you. To be existence in this world like that. I wish there were more like you, who says, "Hey, even though we didn't work out, at least I'm going to be a father to this little girl or to my son," right? So he didn't run from his responsibilities. I'm proud of him. And this is something that a lot of black men do not like to hear. A lot of black dudes, I'll say, do not like to hear, is where you give props to real men. That bothers them. So the woman said she had to take her baby father off child support because, she's going to help him get a job with the CDL license and things. And I questioned it. I said, now what are you doing helping him get CDL license? Why are you doing that? And why do you feel like you need to go and drive a truck if you have to and stuff? And I don't believe that landlord asked her why you don't have child support, what you're gonna do without child support to help pay this rent. I doubt that very seriously. I listened to what you said. I pay attention to words very deeply. I don't believe the landlord asked her that personal question like that. Mm-mm. And for her to answer the way she answered, I think what she was doing, she was trying to big up the men, and she was just trying to say, "Oh, she's trying to get some praises for taking her dude out of child support." But I personally, she says, just amend the relationship. What is it? What if it's not a relationship? What if just one of those things where this brother, and I'm not talking about him per se, but I've known brothers threatening their baby mamas to take them off child support, and they asses went down to that place and took them off child support. In my case, and others' case, I didn't want to put my son on child support through the government. Well, can't say through the government, but through human service agency. Let's just be real. And he didn't care to comply with me. My words meant absolutely nothing. Nothing I say was gonna change with how he felt. He kept on putting it off. Son's birthday coming up, he finna be one. He didn't care. Oh, I get paid next week. I get well. You ain't gonna try to bully me on giving you no money. All right, forget it. I'm not gonna talk to you no more. Let me finna go down. You want the system to see. Some of y'all want to be victims. I'm not gonna be fighting with you. I'm not gonna do none of that stuff. I'm just gonna go straight to the system, and I'm gonna go to Human Service Agency, and I'm gonna file child support on you. Simple as that. I'm sorry. And I had family members clap and say, "Girl, that was the smartest thing you ever did." Because that last baby daddy, honey, all he did was blame the children he created. He blamed the kids. He said, "All y'all want me for is money. Y'all don't even want to say you love me, but you wasn't there for these babies. You put babies in each one of us and bounced." Well, for some of the women, you bounced. For the rest of us, we had to get the police to put you out. You were getting too crazy and too wild. You were doing too much. I could have lost my life from you. So a lot of the women was going through the same thing. This is not the woman. This is not a woman's problem. This is your problem, right? If a lot of women are going through the same thing with the same man, can y'all stop saying it's the woman now? I'm not gonna believe a word you say anymore, brothers. I know I had a bad relationship, but I still took up for the brothers. I still took up for the brothers. I still said, well, not all black men tactics. So I not tactics, but I'm being distracted by my son because he wanted me to see him do certain things. But me personally, I always said not all black men because I always wanted to believe there's more good black men than there are bad ones. But as you look on and you keep paying attention, you keep living, like Grandmama Louise would tell me, just keep living. You gonna see a little clearer. I'm starting to see this badness going on. I'm starting to see a lot of this happening. This is the few good black men that are coming up. We need to see more. I'm talking about the ones who's married to a black woman, got children, kids are in school, kids are doing well, kids are in college. You know, uh, they're building, they're doing things, they're creating jobs for the community. Um, and it turns out, um, you know, those few brothers that do come out, they get name calls. They people are trying to dox them. They're threatening them. You got some of the women that are just siding with pedos and woman beaters, and I never understood, like, black people. Whose side are we on? When you mention black men, you have to be more specific, and you have to weed out the bad ones because the bad ones are being exposed and they're being aired out, and yet there's a big flashback regarding that. How come black women can't practice awareness? Love yourself, take care of yourself. I saw nothing but jealousy. Listen, the third thing I'm going to talk about, because see, the woman with the boyfriend, the baby father, it's a reason why she said baby father, not her father, not the father of her children, or child, right? Um, A lot of brothers do not care. Just don't put them on child support. That's just kryptonite to the brothers. And I'm learning and I'm hearing a lot of stories. I'm hearing a lot of black women are not saying that we were together and I just went and I went to go get child support like we're dummies. If he's taking care of his kids, we need not to go to child support, right? I just want us to be honest here because I'm getting on some of these sisters that's speaking so highly for the brothers and getting on the black woman. I have not met one woman who's been with her man. They got a baby together and she just jumped up and went and put him on child support and now they broke off. That's never happened. That's never happened. Not in my circle. Not in my circle. They had these women had to fight dudes, put them in jail for putting hands on them, jumping on them in front of the kids. She said, F that child support. Family members, put that nigga on child support. She go and put him on child support, but she had safety net. She had the family to help. So she's not by herself. A lot of these black women are not by themselves in the sense of they had support from family members. Mainly what I'm saying is a bunch of her family members thought he was cool or knew he was a sucker. And now they know that he's a sucker. You're not gonna do no more damage to my daughter, my niece, my granddaughter. She finna put your ass on child support. Understand? You gonna blame her relatives for that? I got cousins that was proud that I put my son's father on child support. And they're men, black men, married black men, with children by a black woman, black men. Yes, he believes in you gotta have responsibility as a man. And another thing I want to say, because my grandfather wasn't no joke. My grandfather worked 2 jobs, made sure one job, that piece of check went to his first wife, my grandmama, and his new wife, the second check, because he know he was a Rolling Stone and he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do as a lover's man, but he did take care of all of his kids. He did make sure grandmama got some money. That's why she was able to have that nice ass couch and stuff in her house when she lived in the projects. Grandpa worked for Reynolds Wrap. He worked for Reynolds Wrap, and he worked for Clorox, making money, making money. My grandfather did. So even though he wasn't no good husband and no good lover, according to the women he was with, he inherited that from his father. His father wasn't no good lover. He had women after women after women, and kids after kids after kids. This man was making babies from a whole bunch of people. The men today making kids all over the place ain't got nothing on my great grandfather. Mm-mm. This man had way too many damn kids to count. So, and I don't even know half their asses. That's another reason why I'm scared to be in relationships. I don't want to accidentally be with my cousin. He doesn't have so many damn kids. We talking about in the 90s. This man was doing things. His first baby, I think his first baby, he was 19 years old. His last baby, he was 72. So this man was making babies. So, but he was there. uh my grandfather was there for all his kids. I don't know about my great grandfather. I know his father was there for all his kids. And he took care of grandmama and them. So there was no such thing as goddamn child support. Now let me tell you this. Grandmama Daisy did get on welfare because before grandfather had started giving her half some of his checks. Um she did get on welfare. And you know what they did? They was doing surprise visits and things. And it scared her because she didn't want her kids taken away. She loved those babies. So she got off welfare. When they found out she wasn't getting rid of her furniture, they kicked her off welfare. And it was better for her. She had cried to her ex-husband and said, I needed some money. And he would come and drive by and give her some money. Now, there was a woman, and I talked about this because I will never forget this. This happened in Valencia Gardens in San Francisco. There was a beautiful woman. She come visit my grandmother, and she says, Miss Daisy, I goes to work, but I need to put my kids in daycare where they know who they are. She didn't want to put her babies in them little white kids preschools. She didn't like that. Now I understand. And she said, "Well, how much you want to charge me?" Grandmama said, "According to what you can afford." She said, "I'm gonna give you $50 every 2 weeks." She says, "Okay, I'll see them tomorrow." So, and $50 back then was good because Grandpa was giving my grandmama 200, and that was good enough money. She made $300. Kids dressed good. My grandmama became a self-made, and she was charging people $10 for a wash, press, and curl. Every Saturday, people would bring their daughters to my grandmama apartment, and on the fourth floor, and she would press their hair, wash, press their hair, curl their hair, put on her some music. Honey, she didn't need that damn welfare. It was the most beautiful thing ever. I say this to say, if black women don't need the welfare or don't want it, don't be shaming them into getting in it and then blame them and point the fingers at them. They need to feed these kids. They do. I understand how cow works get. And yes, it is a trap, but it's a trap more so towards the black woman, not towards the black man. See, he can just get up and walk away and go do something else. Because guess what we can do? We can get on CalWorks and we can say we don't know where he at. They can't find him. They can't look for him. They can't make him pay nothing. We don't know where he is. Therefore, it rules off child support. We knew where the hell he was, but that's the only way we was gonna protect him. Because you got 72% of black women that will not file child support against their fathers, against the baby father at all. They always trying to ask you where they at. What if he ain't really done nothing bad to y'all? Y'all was fooling around, best friends, got pregnant, and oops, girl, I ain't gonna say nothing because so he can so I can be the cause of his wife divorcing him. Dude was wrong, but she ain't trying to destroy him. That's what what I'm saying. Sisters was doing stuff like that, hiding. Mine was a totally different thing. First of all, I'm not gonna make my daughter's father pay me child support just so San Francisco could play both sides. Well, he paid $50, $40, so he has the right to see his daughter, so he can harm my daughter. Like for real, like the stuff that I've been through, not understanding. Plus, he was much older than I was. Please, I look back at that and say, "Whoo, I'm glad I did not do it. I'm glad I did not do it." My daughter was a preemie. But it's a lot of women who are not being heard. They've been fingers pointing at. They've been told they're liars. It's another thing that I want to say. I just would not, if he doesn't want to participate and be a man and say, well, according to what you need for my son. I got my son. We ain't together. I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Me and you just wasn't gonna get along because you want too much out of me as far as relationship wise, and I just you want me to marry you, and I don't want to marry, and that's what drew me away. I didn't want to marry you, but we got this baby. I'll do anything for my son. Thank you for having my baby. What you want me to do? I didn't get that. I got a bunch of excuses. In front of the family, it's she won't let me see my son, but then in the courts, I don't know if that's mine. Then in my face, I didn't want him. You chose to have this baby, so you take care of him. And I hear that coming from mouths of men in my circle, so-called men in my circle. Uh, I'm hearing it now on YouTube. I said, "Oh shit, that's about right. They do the same shit, talking about harming babies, but y'all ignore what these black men say. I don't know why y'all scared to just come out and tell the truth. These brothers be saying some heinous stuff about black women and children, and we still trying to protect them. I'm not protecting no more black men. If you're not gonna be real and right about yours, do not, don't mention black single moms. Just keep loving your kings. I'm not doing it. If he's not showing me if he's not showing me anything, if I don't understand, if I don't see enough of my brothers, I tell you like this. I celebrate black men with black women loving their woman. They got children together, they sticking together. I named a few already. I named them. I named them. But if you want to know about child support and welfare and stuff, the documentary, go ahead and sign up for Patreon on the Taz exclusive channel and go watch that documentary. He didn't have to say almost a damn thing. The video and the 1973 film spoke for itself. The black man that was on welfare and a black woman that was on welfare. Black man was on welfare. I give you a little taste of it. He didn't have time. He didn't want to really be with them kids. He played guitar with the one who wanted to play guitar with him. And then he's talking about he need him a wife. He need a woman to help take care of the kids. Because he got tired of being around those kids. He didn't mind taking that welfare check though. But he got tired of being around those kids. Because there's too much maintenance and taking care of them and stuff like that. The black woman says, hey, I ain't been with my husband in a long time. He hasn't returned back in so long. I think she said 9 months, I believe. He's been gone for 9 months. How she was gonna take care of those kids? She ain't saw a dime. She ain't seen no money. She ain't saw nothing. And what did she do? She went down to the welfare office. She just couldn't stand her. She didn't want her babies getting sick. She couldn't stand for her kids not starving the way they starving. And she dealing with these. And she had to move from apartment to apartment to apartment because they were all slum apartments too. They were moving them up too. You gotta see these documentaries so you can know the truth. This woman didn't get on welfare while her husband was married. He just never came back home. So, see, people don't want to get that truth. It kills everything that's been said. The welfare took the black man out the home. That's a lie. Y'all too busy trying to be race loyal. And I think that's wrong and disingenuous instead of just getting on their ass and say, look, you a goddamn man. Suit up. Lace your damn boots and protect us. Say that shit. I'll say it. But I be wanting some of y'all sisters to come on out and say that shit. Instead of y'all pretending like we just attacking a black man, poor black man, he's a victim. Please stop making those brothers a victim. That's the problem. That's the problem. They need to know where the dudes before them effed up so they can do better and lace their boots up. So I'm not gonna be like this dude. I got cousins. I told you I brag about my 4 male cousins. Listen, they didn't need their damn fathers. The raisins of their mothers did them just fine. Moms was hardcore. Moms was hardcore. They didn't care. You got socked in your chest. You ever came and buck up on your mama. Oh yeah, that was that. She had the village. Every now and then they go spend some time with uncle. But after that, you did what your mama told you to do. She told you the rules and regulations. I don't believe a black woman cannot raise a male child to be a man. That's called rules and regulations of a man. I've watched I watched my older women cousins do it with their sons. I watched my aunts do it. Um, but the coddling is going to get your son to hate you. I just want to let you know the protection of the wrongdoing of the child's father is going to get you hated by your son because you're going to big up this man so much so even though he did you dirt, gave you a black eye, choked your ass out every now and then, every time he got high. You did everything he wanted you to do. You've been a slut to him and everything. And next thing you know, he talked bad about you, but you over here telling your son, don't you disrespect your father. You respect your father. That's your daddy. That's your daddy. That's your daddy. He want to get mad at him, but he can't because you keep on making him seem like he the angel. So now that he hears daddy's side, oh, that's why you over here saying, don't talk bad about daddy because you was on some stuff, mom. Nah, you did. Now you can't protect your own goddamn self. Your son done turned on you. You ought to be like cousin Yolanda and them. The daddy wasn't shit. This is what your daddy did. Let him learn that shit. Don't be like your daddy. Let him learn that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Let me talk to the single moms. Let me talk to the single mom. See, I don't know. I ain't never been no man before. All right. Let me talk to the single mothers though. I'm about tired of you guys getting blamed for shit that you really didn't have no control over. They always want to pick and make it seem like he did some slick shit to get back at the father. Get the fuck out of here with that weak shit. This shit is so fucking weak and lame. That's that. I'm a weak man type of man. This should be the most embarrassing ass statements ever. It's so fucking embarrassing. It is very fucking embarrassing. Just even hear another woman say, yeah, she be doing some slick stuff to get back at her. Nah, fuck that. And she doing some slick shit. Ain't no need to take up for him. He already made a decision to just walk the fuck on out. And it's all about that baby. It's not about her and him right now. I'm done. That's what and I've heard men say that. Hey, she kept on pushing my buttons and it wasn't a good look. I had to leave. That's a man. He had to fucking leave. If you're doing some shit to make him leave, he had to fucking leave. I'm sorry, sis. He had to leave. Whatever you've been watching on TV, leave that Housewives of Atlanta shit alone. If you live in that type of lifestyle, that shit ain't real. Those TV shows ain't real. That reality TV shows ain't real. That's the only thing I can say what caused the breakup, because you acting what you see on TV. You just copying off the shit that you see on TV and you assume what you see on TV that could be your baby daddy. Now you done fucked that whole thing up. He done walked off. He ain't even put his hands on you and none of that stuff. He ain't finna fight you over the kids. He go because you know you was wrong, sis. Sisters be knowing when they wrong. Sisters we be knowing when they wrong. I heard a couple of sisters say they messed up on their own relationship. And when I heard the story, I said, "Oh yeah, shit, you fucked up." I couldn't say nothing. She said what she did, and it didn't even sound like she was taking up for him. It didn't even sound like she was covering for him. She sounded like she really fucked up with him. She sounded like I heard two sisters talk about that. Two different sisters. They don't even know each other. Two different times. One was in her 60s. She said she had the best husband in the world, and she messed it up by messing with his friend. Yep, I heard it. Because she had a baby on the way by his friend. And even though she broke it off with uh her husband's friend, they had to divorce, but the husband still stayed a father to that baby. He ain't no baby no more, but at that time, grown ass man, about 45 years old, grown ass man now. But she had her first baby and her last baby. I think that slowed her ass down. She said, and then there was one that's much younger than she, around my age. You know, maybe a little younger. You know, she said she messed up with her husband. She messed up. It wasn't even him. She messed up. But that's a small number. Because how many of us done said, dude did me wrong? Dude did me wrong. I was doing this and he just, I don't know where did that. I, like most of us, was trying to be like wives. We were trying to be like a wife. We were trying to be like wives. Anything he wanted, he got. Because he made me feel like a woman, I guess. You know, coming home like he was hard days work, I'm cooking for him and everything. But I didn't get no love and no return back. And many of the women are not. Just be real and say you don't even like black women. Because I got off the subject, I am gonna kick this channel off because I'm gonna start all over and do another one. But I did want to talk about Taz the goat. I want to talk about him specifically because I am so proud of this brother, but I'm so tired of people judging him because he just got a strong, dominant voice. It sounds like he yelling at you, but he not. He talking. He's teaching. He's actually working on trying to be, a little light with the voice. But I paid attention to a lot of people, and he's the legit real thing. I'm gonna do a skit one day. I am. Uh, and I'm gonna be calling Taz out. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do a skit calling Taz out. Then I'm turn around. I'm gonna call out Cynthia G. Then I'm gonna call out Nyla. I'm just gonna do because those one of my favorite. I'm gonna call out a few of y'all. Some of y'all that's on that real. I'm gonna call y'all out. It's gonna be so fun how I'm gonna do it though. I just gotta get it together. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see if I'm a true comedian. I'm gonna put it to the test. But back to what I'm saying. I'm proud of Taz, and I'm proud of the male circle that he has around him. And it's gonna grow. He's gonna have a huger male circle. He's gonna have more black men joining his circle who's with what he's talking about. And I hate that people get here and they don't understand. Not even understand. It's not that they don't understand. They don't care. They hear the truth. They just want to find something to pick on the man. And that's fine. That's fine. You know, people think they got something on it, but he's already been a walking book. But you still want to talk about him in another light. To me, I feel like that's cowardly. Some of the women, I think you're just a messy person. I think you're very messy. I think you're very messy. But let me name the rest of this stuff because I am gonna take this video down because I ain't do it right. But let me name the rest of the stuff. Plus, my son wants uh 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 my time and stuff. But let me name the rest of the stuff. So I don't believe one. I don't believe welfare took. Well, I don't even believe. We know now welfare did not take the black man out of the house. He just bounced, and she had no fucking choice but to get on welfare. She didn't want to fucking do it. All right. Stop thinking black women just ran and got on welfare. She had the baby, or she used the man just to get some welfare check. She would rather work, but she got to raise this baby. So y'all make it make sense. It's just pretty dumb to even say that welfare took the black man out of the house when the black man just never was there. He just wasn't there. He had other relatives. He had other family members. He had all this other shit. The second thing, um, child support is only used if the man refused to take care of that baby. Child support is only used for the men who don't want shit to do with you and the baby. He just hate the fact that you gave birth to a baby. He really didn't want you to have that baby. He just wanted you to just be pregnant, then get an abortion, or be pregnant and then miscarry, and then say, "Woo, relief! I'm gonna go to the next broad." But it didn't happen. The baby lived. Therefore, fuck you, bitch, and I'm not paying you nothing. And don't come after me with that child support. We all know what y'all do to get women to stop to take y'all child support. They don't have nothing to do with the government. It don't have nothing to do with protecting the man. What you're doing is you're protecting a Dusty. That's it. I ain't helping listen, my man, if my man decided, if the guy decided we are going, listen, I got money for him. If I give you this paycheck, if I give you some checks, would you take me off child support? Of course. Of course. But see, here's my thing. Mine's he like to play games. He may give me a $200 check. I'm gonna return that $200 check right back to him because that's enough to make sure me and son is taken care of. And when I say me and son, I mean since I got him, we need to keep a roof over our head. That may knock down some shit for the rent. Rent gonna be $2,300 a month. I have to make sure that at least I pay $1,900, and then what's left I can take care of son. I can make sure he has clothes. I can make sure my business is being ran properly. But number 3, uh, women do not weaponize their children. Please stop saying that. I think she gets angry and she knows you hurt her, and you know you've hurt her. You don't have any feelings for the woman you laid with. And she may say you will never see these kids. And it may be a very good goddamn reason. I don't think you just all of a sudden. I know white women do it a lot. I know white women lay with black men, have this white biracials by black men, and then turn around and say, we can't live like this anymore. I'm seeing someone else, and you can't see the kids. I seen that shit. Boy, that's messed up. But I feel absolutely nothing. To be honest with you, I feel absolutely nothing, brothers. I just don't. Um, but a black woman, on the other hand, you have so much hate for her, and she doesn't see it until she just got slapped in the face and didn't know what the hell just happened. And wait a minute, you didn't even come to the hospital when I had this baby. You wasn't even there during my prenatal care. You didn't even come to my Lamaze class. You didn't even care because you was with another woman. No, man. No, this ain't the right way to go about it. No, you can't see the baby. I'm sorry.
Mommy here.
Or you can see the baby, but when you start cussing her out and calling her names and disrespecting her, that's when I said, "Oh, that's it. Nah, you can't. If you can't respect me, you can't. You ain't. You definitely ain't finna respect this offspring. I'm not gonna let you, baby." And I just think people should stop believing that, even though he done choked around and punched her in the face, what does that got to do with the baby? That's ignorant as fuck. You know how many babies died in the hands of a black man? I want y'all to go look that up. Stop playing. Stop playing. I'd rather have my son and have him be with uncles, my brothers. I got brothers. Than try to force a black man to be with, to have my son, and he really don't want it. What I look like trying to force my brothers that I got a baby by to be in that kid's life. The battery's dying, son. I gotta put some new batteries in here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll put some batteries in there. No, I'll be just like some relatives. We and number 4. Strong black women do not mean I don't need a man. I'm independent. I got my money. Stop doing that too. That's weaponizing against. That's going against the sisters altogether. Like it's pure jealousy. No, we doing what the hell we gotta do, and a lot of us are just tired. We don't want to see you. I don't want to lay with you. We don't want to see you. None of that stuff. And you know this, but you run to another woman hoping that there's a safety net for her to put another woman in her place for something that you did. So no, the I don't need a man tactic does not mean that. It means I don't want to be with another relationship. I don't want another relationship. I'm tired. I'm afraid. Me personally, I'm afraid. I've heard women say they were just tired of being in a relationship. They're tired. You have to respect that, brothers. Sisters, you got to respect when black women are saying they're tired, they're tired. Strong black women, to me, is a woman who's been subjugated because of her freaking race, her hair, her phenotype, her lips. And so she been put down and talked bad about because of how she looked. Then on top of that, she gotten into a damn abusive relationship. And then she hung in there, she survived it. She done had her own kids. She held her breath, and she held her head up high, and shamefully, because we all go through it, walked in that welfare office and applied because we just needed the freaking help. Daycare centers were expensive. You're not getting hired like you used to before you had a baby. I know I was one of those who never got hired ever since I had a baby. I know this for a fact. So sisters are before they had a baby, hey, they had kept a job. They paid rent. They had no problems. Soon as they had a baby, they are going through struggles, struggles, struggles. They're not getting hired at these jobs. And next thing you know, you trying to apply for unemployment, but you don't go only get so much in unemployment. So what you do is after you apply for unemployment, you go get on the welfare. Because they say if you get welfare, you got to do the job training program. Because now they making you think that you don't have no training. And you need a resume, like you in preschool, right? And then they turn around and then they say, oh, we can help you pay for daycare. That's what the hell you want to see, because you want to go look for work. If you can get this daycare center, man, I talked about this on my very first one of my first videos. I talked about how they play games with the sisters on the welfare system. That's the reason why they said fuck welfare. And then on top of that, when it came down to the food stamps, come on, they always going back into 6 months. How have you worked in the last 2.5 years? You showed them your pay stubs for the last 2.5 years. All you gonna get is 35 goddamn dollars in food stamps. So guess what you say? Fuck food stamps. I gotta figure this out. Welfare, you like, I don't got a goddamn choice. I need something to help feed my children because I'm not getting any employment. So no, I'm not gonna put down no sister who went and got on the goddamn welfare. I know how the shit works. Now, before I was in that situation, I put down people that was on welfare. Like, why y'all running to go get on that welfare? Food stamps, not me. I'm not getting on no food stamps, and I'm not getting on welfare. I'm not finna touch the government's money. Oh yeah, they fixed my ass. I think they be watching us because as soon as I had my daughter, I had a hard time getting back at the jobs I used to work for. That I was making some good money. I was making $1,800 a month, and at that time, you know, based on my income, based on my rent, my rent was $620 a month for one bedroom, and I was in San Francisco, and it was a subsidy housing, so I paid $630 a month, and I thought that was a lot, but I didn't understand, that was actually cheap. I didn't understand. I had a one bedroom apartment, nice room and space, and it was my own. But I worked. I made $1,800 a month. I thought I was a shit. I was saving money and everything. You know what I'm saying? I got into a relationship. That money was going and going, and it was gone. I had mental breakdowns and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because after I had my baby, I had a hard time looking for work. Them bitches wasn't even hiring me. They kept saying, and they was giving us courtesy cards. Thank you for applying for Schwab's Medical Center administrative assistant. Unfortunately, it was a hard decision, but we had candidates that was more. We had candidates that was more qualified to meet the standards. They used to also say you had to be a certain age to get a job. So nah, hell nah. You don't just go get on welfare. That's not how it works. You have to, and then you gotta be dragged to go on welfare because you just don't want that damn welfare. No, they don't pay much. You hear horrible stories from the sisters themselves, how they threatening them when they go to school. They trying to do better for themselves. Brothers are not there helping. They're not. They complaining and yelling and all the stuff. They ain't even put you on child support. You just hate the fact she had the baby. Because all you can see is the nightmare is, she gonna weaponize me with the baby. Why you keep saying that? I keep hearing that shit. No one's weaponizing you from nothing. You're weaponizing her for even having the baby. You're shaming her and you're hating her for having the baby. I don't hear none coming out these sisters' mouths. I don't hear this shit. I don't hear no brother saying that. How about you over here weaponizing her for having your baby, nigga? The way you talking, you weaponizing her. I ain't weaponized my son on him. I'm gonna tell you something, and it's because these brothers and sisters bodies. I have never been a man. Uh, and a man has never been a woman. And you speak on her womb like you know exactly how it works. Nigga, you ain't gonna never get pregnant. That's the painfulest shit ever. It's a weird feeling, but the more as the baby start growing, after you fertilize the seed of that baby's belly, the woman's belly, you fertilize the seed of that woman. You fertilized her. As soon as that baby starts growing, honey, everything starts being painful. Everything starts hurting. That's why she walks funny. Everything starts hurting. The thigh starts hurting. The bones are spreading apart from the thigh bones. Why you think men are not equipped to have babies? The thigh bones are painful. Oh my gosh, this baby is spreading the goddamn thigh bones. Tailbone. Some of them is just pushing back on the goddamn tailbone because they're getting so damn big. It's so painful. You can't even, you got a platform bed, forget about climbing up on that tall ass platform bed. You better go lay your ass on the couch. The lower the better. Oh my gosh, it's painful. And that's because the baby's growing. Oh my gosh. Then when it's time to have a baby, oh my goodness, that's the most painful shit ever. You may have to have stitches down there. And brothers, let me tell you another myth. After having the baby, honey, it snaps right back and it heals and it gets tighter. It never gets loose. I don't know who told you that. That's why I say you guys got to listen to women, ask questions. Don't make judgments, and it's the reason why you got to be with another woman. Once you start learning, you may probably that's probably why the reason why you bounce from one broad to the next broad to the next broad and simping for panties. Maybe you do that because you assume that after you get a baby out of the woman that she's loose and ain't gonna feel good no more. That's not the case, brother. It snaps back tighter because of everything being healed, especially if the woman's breastfeeding. Oh yeah, it goes right back into tighten up. That tighten up is kind of brutal too. You feel soon baby breastfeed, you feel tightening up down there. But see, you wouldn't know that, brother, unless you ask. See, I'm giving you some free game, and you don't have to start because you need to understand why your grandfather or your uncle was with your auntie. He was with his wife, and they have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids together. Somebody didn't teach y'all nothing, and that's what I don't like. A man's supposed to teach y'all what y'all supposed to do, and he did not. Now it's all up to some of us who single moms. My son gonna learn the hard way. I'm letting him know this is what a man's supposed to do. This is what a man ain't supposed to do. You gonna have to practice. I know how men do this. I saw them do it. I'm not gonna tell them. I don't know how. I don't know, cause see, I ain't never been no man. I know. I'm just going to put on my study anatomy and let them know a man's supposed to stand and pee. Here's your urinal. Get this urinal. Here's some Cheerios. Throw that shit in the pot. Be fun. He knows now is that's what young boys do. They stand and pee like dads do. You want to be alpha? Stand and pee. Quit sitting on the toilet now. Unless you gotta do number two. I'm telling you, I got rules, man. I got something for my son. Y'all think my son finna be just like the rest of the 4 cousins I got. Thank you. My son finna be just like the 4 cousins I got. For real. They ain't no joke. They don't play. See what I'm saying? And I appreciate them. And it's gonna be easy for their sons because they got sons and daughters. And what I love about them is they do the kids, and every now and then they'll call me and ask me what I'm doing. Can they come and get my son? And I sure do. I will pack his stuff now and I let him go be with his cousins, his big cousins. Yes. See, it's always a way, sisters. You don't necessarily have to feel like you got to raise your son by yourself. If you got a good family member or some good outlets, and bring your son around some cool ass relatives. You got an older brother. Shit, he just got to get involved. Don't make him not be involved. Some of us felt like when we got into a relationship, we wasn't even supposed to see our relatives because we with him now. He the family. That type of stuff. Those is red flags. Those is red flags. Um, and another thing that I don't like is another thing I don't like is the victim shaming. This is how come women commit suicide. This is how come women feel like they got nowhere to go because too many other sisters are victim shaming instead of just listening. Shut the fuck up and listen. You're gonna hear. Do a panel. Do a personal panel. I don't even gotta be on there talking. I'm just gonna agree to a lot of things. You're gonna see more sisters coming out and thanking you for letting them speak out the hurt. No, and you will understand. Well, shit, ain't none of these sisters doing shit to y'all, brothers. Why y'all keep thinking a woman is doing something to y'all? I know some women do some things, but it ain't nothing to the extent of the man doing something to the sisters. So that gotta go. I'm not gonna agree to that no more. I used to sit there side and say both of us, both of us. But what the fuck did I do? I'm sick of y'all accusing me of doing something to a brother. I ain't did shit to a black man except love him, cook for him, rubbed his damn feet, brought him some money. That's what the fuck I did. And in return, I got shitted on and a baby and choked and punched in the back of my head. before my daughter was born. I almost had lost my life through a machete. I got a benign tumor in my head. I survived. See, young ladies that's coming up and thinking, oh, these old women talking shit. I ain't know, yeah, but I'll let you know this, because I still can have babies. But I'll let you know this. You gonna walk yourself into a spider web trap and go into that rabbit hole that you can't get your ass out of. You better watch how you coddling. You getting on here, you thinking you sound so cute, you so young, you over here talking about you just wouldn't do this, and I don't understand why people talk about black men like this and trying to play dumb, but you gonna get one of the men that you gonna wish was a Pookie and Ray Ray. You keep that up. Because a lot of y'all think it's a Pookie and Ray Ray situation, and it ain't a motherfucking Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray want to roll with Michi X and want to get free. That's them the ones that want to get free. Them doctors and lawyers that are black men. You think you're doing something so fine. He's gonna think he's just too good to be with you. And you could be as sweet as you want to be. I was as sweet as I was to be. I was a sweet person. And I was very quiet. And I was very submissive. And I was I just didn't talk to a lot of women, especially the ones that were loud. I wouldn't hang around them. So I thought that was better. Maybe I thought I was better. I didn't hang around the loud ones, include my aunties. They were loud. You know what I'm saying? And what I didn't realize is the loud ones had the men. The loud ones had the men. The loud ones cussing people out had the men. The ones who was doing all that nice, not talking so much. Oh, she was stuck with a goddamn abuser. I was stuck with a goddamn abuser. I think it's so unfair for you guys to sit there and victim shame victims. I was a victim. I'm a survivor, and I had to grow thick skin, like Verbal Assassin said. I had to grow thick skin. Well, she said that's oh yeah, she's so correct. I had to grow thick skin. Michi X had to grow thick skin. Some dudes get at her hella foul, she cuss his ass out, and yet men still say I love you, Michi. You got some men say her mouth is too wild and too foul and too this, but you know what? That's because they want to be a woman. It's a myth. I don't believe that weaves are causing the problem. Weaves and getting your nails done is not hurting the damn community. I heard some sisters say the most dumbest shit ever to please a man. Could y'all stop cheerleading for nothing? You're being a Captain Wonder Woman. Yeah, could you stop doing that, please? Tell the man if he's complaining about weaves, tell him go get him some lace fronts. He'll feel better. They putting cornrows, fake lace front cornrows on a man's head. Tell him to go get that damn cornrow lace fronts. He'll feel better. You can stop complaining about a woman getting a weave. To me personally, I think you want to be a woman. Anytime you complain about a woman getting a weave and you ain't really direct her about saying, baby, I ain't got nothing to get you getting a weave, man. Can you get the African ones? Can you get African women got hair? Get a weave from Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? Senegal, Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Keep that Chinese hair out your head. I can see you saying that. I won't even argue with that, brother. I would sit there and just tell you straight up, yeah, shit, brother, you right. I'm done. I'm done with the China wigs. I'm done with the China wigs. I'm gonna go get my wigs from Ethiopia. Thank you, brother, for letting me know. Thank you, brother. The black man had our backs, man. He started telling us, man, sisters, I ain't got nothing against you wearing a wig, but can at least be from Senegal? Can at least be from Cuba? Can at least be from Uganda? Oh shit, they got weaves in Uganda. Let me see. Oh yeah, let me have that. Let me have that. Let me go. Yeah, I done changed now, honey. I won't touch Chinese wigs ever again. From now on, it's gonna be from Uganda or Ethiopia or something like that. I mess with that. Long as I see that lion paw print on there that came from there and it ain't Chinese, I'm getting it. Support the company, support the black folks. But yeah, I think that this is not the bash, but I did have to clarify some things because that was the most that's what's stressing me out to hear a bunch of myths and then make our brothers seem like they such a victim and they're so poor and so weak. And then when it comes to the combat boots, guess who's putting us up in the front? Black woman gonna be lacing her boots with her rifle and the black man gonna stand back and rest in their goddamn femininity. We need to stop that. He finna push your ass up in the front. Don't do that. We need to uplift and heal ourselves, and then we need the brothers to uplift and heal themselves. They need to love who they are as a man. I'm seeing a bunch of them hating who they are, and they hate who you are, and they hate your existence as a woman, and they want your ass replaced. This is what I see. This is what I heard. This is the videos I've seen, the live stream. I've seen it all. And then I go back. It seemed like I went backwards listening to some of the sisters say, y'all gonna have to leave these black men alone. They going through stress. They going through this. No, nah, man. What I heard wasn't stress. I heard I envy you. I hate you. I wish I could be in your dress and your shoes. That's what I heard. So that being said, no, black women shouldn't be accused of harming the community by wearing weaves. You guys stop shooting each other. I'm trying to tell y'all really not the enemy. Black woman is not the enemy. Stop making the sisters the enemy. And you some of y'all uplifting you a Latina talking about she ain't white. She's white. Don't worry, she's white. It's either look, the race is either black or white. You're either black or you're white. That's why Mr. Uganda didn't understand what I mean by black biracial and white biracial. Black mama give birth to the black nation. White woman give birth to the albinoids. When you mix with an albinoid, it's an albinoid first. White first. It's a white biracial. Everything that child learns, it learns from its white mama. Same goes for the black woman. Black baby is born. I don't care if it's from a black man or from a white man. That baby is black biracial because of the mama. Baby knows his mama the day the baby is born. Don't know the daddy. She gotta tell the child the daddy's white. Baby not gonna feel no damn father. It doesn't make any sense. And I think some people you gotta get into the facts of it all. Dissect it. Go look it up. It's not gonna tell you when the baby is born, the first thing it notices is his father. No, it knows the mama because she carried the baby for so many months. 9 months, 8 months, 7 months, 6 months. They survive sometimes off of 5 months. 5 months that she went into labor, baby born premature but survived. Yeah, it's not always a 9 months. I didn't carry any of my kids 9 months. I see it, son. What you eat? What you eat, son? See, I gotta. You know what I'm saying? My son. My son is so freaking cool, man. He rough. I let him be rough. He be messing himself up sometime. I'm like, shit, son. You all right? Yeah. I said, okay. I picked one, and before I used to pick my son up when he hurt himself. What did my son do? Put me down. I put him down. He didn't want me picking him up. He got this. He know he hurt himself. Hi, black mama. All right, be safe. I want you to be safe, black mama. Please be safe. Please be safe. That's my home girl right there. That's my home girl. But yeah, I shoot. Y'all love yourselves, man. I someone said something. I don't remember who said it, but if you learn how to love yourself, you gonna get that right person in your life. I'm telling you, because they know who you're about. And I know, I'm gonna tell you something. I know real black men do not want a woman who's dependent on everything. If she got something going on, he likes a little challenge. I know real men who want a little challenge. You making your money, you independent doing your shit. Shit, he got you too. He got you too. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. I bet you she ain't did this. I'm gonna top this. I'm gonna get her this little rock right here. She go my wife. I love because guess what? Y'all can come together and build together. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I want to see. It may not be me. 'Cause you know me, like I said, I'm scared of relationships. After what I've seen, I'm scared of relationships. I'm scared to be in one. But I am pulling for those who ain't married yet and who got their shit together. Black women, get your stuff together. Don't belittle yourself for him, brother. He ain't gonna really respect that. I want you to know that right now. He's not gonna respect that. What he's gonna respect is you getting your shit together and not looking, and not the fact that he's looking for a handout. He know you can take care of you, but now he wants to take care of you. That's what he loves. He loved that shit, and I've seen it. I've heard it. And that part's like, shit, I ain't get one. How come that ain't come to me, man? I was a good lady. I was real good. You know what I'm saying? But I let the wrong man come in my circle. That's all it is. Even if I knew him, I grew up in the same neighborhood. He was the wrong dude in my circle. And then in this case, my son's father, you know what I'm saying? We had so much fun together, but I didn't know he wasn't real like that. That was sad. But that being said, I have to do what I gotta do. Yes, am I talking to a couple of guys? Yes, I am. They're cool. They're really cool. They're not asking to get in my underwear, nothing like that. Crazy about my son, but am I going to date them? I'm not looking for no date or nothing. I think they already know what I'm trying to do, and they're very supportive of what I want to do with my son. Very supportive. Clothing line and everything. I want our sons to be into the little masculine role again. All this skinny jeans and stuff is sagging. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't with that damn sagging. You don't need to be showing I don't need my son showing his little ass to no damn pervert. That's the problem. Um, but it was a lot about, you know, just correct some of these things, just correct some of this shit. And just relearn, just unlearn what we was taught, just the sake of just protecting the image and the feelings of our brothers. Let's push them to be real men. Let's get them started. Let them see where they failed at so they can be a lot better and say, shit, I didn't know we were that goddamn bad. Why y'all didn't tell me? Because if you keep spoon feeding them and hiding shit from our brothers, this is the reason why a lot of our sisters lose their lives. Because we coddling them, we don't want to hurt their feelings. We want to big up them, but at the same time feel sorry for them. I'm not feeling sorry for no black man. I think he should be a fucking warrior. Get on out there, protect us. He don't have to know who you are, and just and let us cheer him on. Let him know he is the one. We have to treat him like he the one. If we treat him like he the one, stop coddling him. Stop buying him shit. Nope. No freebies. Nope. He gotta earn that shit. He gotta earn being with you. He has to earn being with you. And not all this quick, let's get to know each other for 6 weeks and then y'all, that's what, nope. I had to learn. Nope. Don't do it. Won't you learn how to get to know yourself? Get to know yourself spiritually. Everything is not about sex. And once you throw that shit away, I'm telling you, you're gonna love yourself even more. Cause it's just so many things you can do for self. Everything you can do for self. Now, when he come in to your life and you let him in your circle, you will know whether he's the right one or not, and you're not gonna have no issue. Also, protect yourself. So, what if he comes into your life and you realize, I mean, I think, what I'm saying, Harold is cool, but I don't think we could be together. I really don't. And all of a sudden, he just came out of nowhere, just stalking you. Oh yeah, be prepared for that. Be prepared. Don't be scared. Be prepared. You ain't gonna never always be able to get a chance to get to the police. Be prepared. There's listen. There's some stuff that you can use to stop him in his tracks. Maybe he'll leave you alone after that and call you a crazy bitch. I don't care. But I can live. No, I'll live to see another day. You see, then get the restraining order, and some of them violate the restraining order. No, we gotta find ways to protect yourself. You come first because we're women. We're black women, and we've been subjugated, accused for everything. We've been blamed for everything, and we sit there and take that. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. Um, but I'm not gonna be on here no more. I'm definitely gonna do a channel. I'm gonna have my channel. Oh, my son said hi. I am definitely gonna be doing a channel. I'm gonna come up with some channels. I'm gonna come up with 3 different channels. I want 3 different channels. Son, they said hi. Okay. 3 different channels. What I'm gonna come up with. One is gonna be like a homemaking channel. The other one's gonna be about the money making channel, and then it's gonna be a channel where I get to know some family. Uh, go ahead and mod people up. That's what I want to do. Let's see. I don't know. Did I don't know how to mod you up. I be wanting to mod people up. Cause at first I knew how to mod people up. No, we ain't hide. I'm gonna unhide. So yep, I ain't gonna be on long. But I just wanted to get that because that's part of my therapy. Whether people come on here or not, this is my therapy. I just get on here and I rant, get that out because I heard some things that I didn't like. I really didn't like it. Um, and it's like, dude, we still at that old saying that just never happened. I didn't even get to my 10 points because I got lost on the way because I was ranting. You know me. I'm a work in progress, y'all, though. But I am most definitely am going to start a stream over. I am gonna get rid of this one. And let me see. Thank you, Black Mama. Hey yo, yeah. Thank you for your support. I'm gonna end this progress and see. Can I edit it right now? Since it ain't too long. Let me say with no changes. Oh wait, what's this? What's this? Oh yeah, I'm gonna upgrade my plan. I'm gonna do something. I don't know how to do this stuff, boy. Let me see. Hi, Queen Cascade. You heard my son? He said, "Hi, Queen Cascade." Yeah, I was saying I'm gonna take down the channel. I'm gonna take down this live stream tomorrow. I'm gonna take it down. I just want to rant because I kept hearing some of this talking points that just was not true. Like black welfare took the black men out the house. Like people are starting to see the truth now, and it turns out it's not true. And then I grew up listening to grandma. Grandma ain't never applied for welfare, and then grandpa just had to leave. Nah, grandpa just wasn't there. She tried welfare and it didn't work. Then I learned that from a lot of women and their experience that welfare didn't even help. Welfare didn't even do nothing, So anyway, that's all. It just didn't do nothing, and it's just too much. I don't know how to explain it. Like we're doing a damage to our brothers. Like we're really doing a damage to the black men when we are coddling them. We're telling them that they're victims and poor black men, poor. Instead of saying, "Nigga, you got this shit. Wake the fuck up." We supposed to be doing that shit. Nigga, don't you love me, right? If you say no, then go be with fucking Becky. But if you say, yeah, I love y'all ass, but y'all, man, y'all, nah, stop making a black woman your issue. Remember, your issue is white supremacists and quit putting it on the black woman. You go and get some shit done. That's what we need to start doing. We need to start telling them that so they can start, okay, got this. See, black women care because they don't want us feeling sorry for shit. And fuck that shit. Ain't no more white supremacy. You gotta think like that. How do you mod? Okay, on modding you have to mod through YouTube. I don't know how to do it on stream. Yeah, I'll be seeing people modding people on StreamYards. Oh, you know why? I may have to upgrade. But I definitely will mod you and Black Mama. If I thought I could have sworn I got 3 people I want to moderate. But I do want to do some fun shows. Like I do want to get on live stream and do fun shit. Like I do want to do like a home economics type for the women. I do want to do the and I do want to do the money making thing so we can all because after we talk about how to do some side hustles, then we get on what do you call it? Then we gonna get on oh what's the name of that what's the name? Zoom. We're gonna get on Zoom call and all my Zoomers, we gonna talk about building apps. And see, I'm gonna need you involved, Queen Cascade, because you told me don't speak on it like that on YouTube. We're gonna do that on the Zoom. So let's try to do that. And then the third one will be like some shit like this. Like I'm talking like this, but I'll give me some audience. I'm not gonna be bashing no sisters. I'm not gonna be bashing no brothers. What I'm trying to do is bring awareness and the fact that we've been lied to a lot on a lot of things, and it needs to be corrected. And here's the resources. And normally I'm gonna resort to going to Taz's channel. For people who don't know, like how'd you get that information? Go to Taz's channel. He got documentaries. He got documentary stuff written, stuff documented. Uh, yeah, you do the mod changes on the YouTube. Yeah, okay. So when I go to my YouTube channel, I can just mod your guys up. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Some folks came through and saw, you know what I'm saying. But I just wanted to talk about this because it was bothering me a lot, and my energy starting to get extra low listening to black men, the government. Because see, I'm learning that the woman keeps blaming the government, but the black man keeps blaming the woman. It's too much hate in the black woman. I see too much hate in the black woman, and black women are only sticking up for the black man just to be race loyal, knowing damn well he ain't shit half the damn times, and that shouldn't be like that. Um, did you see the video Cynthia G showed about the woman that says why she took her baby father off child support? That was the most saddest thing I've ever heard because it's a whole myth. It's a whole myth of why she took him out of child support, trying to help him. I don't need to help him do nothing. I'm not helping them do nothing. If you are willing to work and take care of both of us and be there in our lives, the only way I'm gonna take your ass out of child support because the court's gonna tell you that you got 90 days to look for work. That's how I help you get your CDL license. I just give you the application and give it to you. Then you pay for the goddamn license. You pay for the damn license, and then you go straight on ahead and um and get your CDL license. Don't use me or my money to do nothing. If you're here to pay child support, but if you're trying to shame her out of child support, that's wrong. No. And she shouldn't have fell for that. And she's gonna have a hard life. No. So Mommy. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you see the video, it's sad. It's just sad how she just putting on her armor suit and going after the government and stuff because she heard him say that shit and she felt guilty. Mommy. But I would never do that for no man. Nope. I learned my lesson. Honey. But I'll let you go because my son want all the attention. He's doing things he know he doesn't do, like get the laundry detergent and pour it inside of a bucket. He know he doesn't do that. Okay, but he's doing that because he's saying, "Mom, I need you to get off live stream because I want some attention from you, and you're not paying attention." Say bye bye, Queen Cascade.
Queen Cascade, I want.
No, this is not school. You can play with soap and water at school.
No.
Yes. Well, we love you, Queen Cascade. Thank you for. I can say I love her too. Woo, jealousy. Hey, let me pounce on you. I'm gonna sock you, little boy. What? He's so bad. I will. Just let me know when your next video gonna be. Moonflower gonna be on tonight. That was a good one. Close that back, sucker. All right. Well, let me go. Before I come into your stream, I was watch the league stream talking with Sister Noble. Oh yeah. How's she doing?
Oh yeah, how you doing?
We gonna. I definitely. Hey.
Hey.
What's up, Junk? Say what's up, Junk.
What's up, Junk?
I'm gonna have my son talk on the live stream one day. He gonna be cracking everybody up. My son be Junk in the trunk. But yeah, I didn't want much. I just wanted to let off some steam because I didn't like what I kept hearing from some intelligent sisters, and it gotta be.
Mommy.
What's up? No, you can't have that. You ain't supposed to be pouring no. You pour my laundry detergent inside the little bowl. You ain't supposed to be pouring laundry detergent inside the bowl, little man. That ain't funny. That ain't funny. That ain't funny. Shoot. Look, he trying to tackle his mother. Kung fu. I thought you were supposed to be watching George and Martha. My son likes George and Martha. You know what else he likes? He likes Beano and Fino. And he likes Backyardigans, and he likes Ubongo Kids, and he likes Ralph the Giraffe. And what else do you like, son? What else do you like? Pink Panther? He like Pink Panther. Oh yeah, he like Dexter's Laboratory. He like Samurai Jack. Queen Cascade, you should have saw me on Miss Uganda's channel.
Mommy,
There was this hurt.
Mommy, I want to watch Dexter.
You wanna watch Dexter? Okay, you gonna lay down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know we ate and everything. Yeah, once I go back, I'm gonna mod y'all up. We gonna do some good stuff though. This ain't nothing but I don't barely get on here, but I'm gonna start getting on here more so often and stuff after I move. I definitely will. I'm gonna do one. It's gonna be one for my brothers. I want to do a live stream with my brothers to see what we gonna do on some building. Cause I got some ideas and I thought about some of the brothers on this, and I got some freaking good ideas. Now, I know some good brothers who got my back, and you know, they didn't take no offense to none of that stuff. They see what's going on. They even explained to me some things, so I'm grateful for that. So it doesn't look like I'm hating black men. I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I have those on my side and they listening to stuff. So that
Mommy, let's go watch.
we gonna watch. And also, I most definitely would like to have a cookout, a cook off. Let me see. We gonna do the darn thing. I'll be back. I think I'll be back maybe tomorrow evening. I'll come back tomorrow evening because I do wanna I do want to have a dialogue. I do want to talk to the family. I do want to know what's going on when it comes to some land owning. I do want to talk about that because I did talk to Omega Courtney. I was supposed to do an interview with Omega Courtney. I think I'm gonna ask her what days can we do an interview because she has some good information and she didn't she we just wasn't able to connect because she had other interviews that she had to do, but I really appreciate her. um Let me see. I'm gonna say all my shout outs before I go. Shout out to the Queen Cascade. Shout out to brother Beat Black Men. You are junk DNA. What's up, K? That's K. That's K, the Queen. That's Queen K. That's Queen K, y'all. She, you know, that's Queen K. We gonna definitely find a way to mod her. She done changed her name so many times.
Queen K. Dexter.
Yeah, he wanna know. Can you watch Dexter, Queen K? Black man, you are junk DNA. Yeah, there's been a lot of that shit going on, but we got some good ones now. There's some good brothers that's that believe in what Taz is saying and all that good stuff. And I actually like that. And which is suave. Domo, they cool, man. I really appreciate that, man. I feel a lot better.
Let's watch Dexter.
Okay, we're gonna watch Dexter. So I'm gonna get off this live stream and I'm gonna watch Dexter with my son and eat some crackers and all that good stuff because he want me. We always junk it up before we go to bed. You know what I'm saying? The little gluten free.
Crackers and
Yeah, it's this gluten free crackers. It's pretty freaking good. It's you get it at Whole Foods. It got flavor to it. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
It's very yuck.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's not even a yuck. That's what I thought. I thought it was a yuck, but it's not. Anyway, much love to everybody. Say bye, family.
Mommy, we're going to bed on a cracker.
We're going to bed on the crackers, y'all. He said we finna go to bed on the crackers. Heard that? Heard that, Q Butter? All right, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.